Hello everybody. This is my first time doing my collection today. So we're gonna be doing one of the rock band's, aka Richard Anthony Hewson's VHS collection. So without any further introductions, let's do this. We're gonna be starting off with the cream shells and the big boxes. First one is Bambi. Actually, I enjoyed watching that film so many times back in the day when I got that back on eBay. And don't ask me how I good it with that. And it's a head. It is also even pointed on August 27th, 1989. Go on, boy. Well, I don't know about you. This was originally printed on May 16th, 1992. Now here's the sequel. I love enjoying the sequel so many times, like I said before, because I watched it so many times and it was actually perfect. I also wrote a creepypasta of the rescuers down on a bad ending. So read it on Spinpasta if you want to. This is printed on June 12, 1991, before summer break happened. Before summer break in 1991. This is Here's the facts. I watched this at school. At middle school. My middle school. East Middle School in 7th grade. You know, this is actually a great film as well. This was also the year date is the 5th week of the year date is the 5th week of 1995. Yep. This is one of Richard Anthony Hewson's favorites. Yeah, there's actually no printing on this. Because I got this on Christmas 2025. This is Mr. Santa Claus. You know, Richard Anthony Hewson likes girls a lot. And he also, fun fact, his wife, Liz Hewson, was known for singing Message from the Stars and Crowds Across the Moon, which was the biggest hits that went viral. I think this printed on the 40th week. One is actually printed on the 40th week of 1997. This one's printed on the 50th week of 1996. I actually watched it for the first time, and it was actually perfect. It was like a masterpiece. This was printed on November 30th, 1991, before December started. I believe this is printed on February 15th, 1981, after Valentine's Day in 1981. This is one I got from Christmas. This is what my yaya got me. And this one actually came in with a blue VHS tape. printed on April 20th, 2002. This is one of Richard's Anthony Hewson's second favorites. This is actually strange. I think it's actually printed on from February 5th, 2001. Kind of confused. And the year code is the 32th week of 1995. Let me get this thing out of the way. This was actually my first big box that I got since after 4th of July. Yep, this is one of the films I watched once. And there's actually no print date on this. Now this is the sequel. To some people, the sequel is actually pretty good in their opinion. There's actually no print date on this. no print date or year code on it. Because this is actually a rare copy. This is one I used to watch back in 2023. This is printed on March 22, 1997. And this one I watched several times during Halloween 2025. This one is printed on the 32nd week of 1997. This one I used to watch back in April or May 2025. This was also printed on this. The year code is 24th week of 1992. This is Richard Anthony Hewson's third favorite film. This one is printed on September 26, 1990, just before October started. And the year code is the 28th week of 1987. This was actually printed on January 29th, 1987. And the print code is the 49th week of 1987 as well. The year date is the 25th week of 1998, I believe. This is one of the old ones, and one of those first print date collectors. If you're watching this, this one is for you. There's actually no print date or year code in this one, because this is actually a first release one. I watched this one when I went to sleep. Yeah, I actually wrote that one. Printed on December 6, 1989. Before, well, before Christmas. And this one is actually the 52nd week of This one is the 52nd week of 1984. And this one is a sequel, because I might be getting the third one soon, or sometimes. And this one I actually got from Yaya's house before I left. Printed on April 12, 1987. no year code for this. This one is also one of Richard Anthony Hewson's favorites. So, Richard, if you're watching it, so Rob Band, if you're watching it, so the Rob Band, if you're watching this one is for you. The official one, by the way. Printed on March 21st, 1991. And the year code is the 34th week of 1991. This is one of Reality Abandoned's ones. So, Reality Abandoned, if you're watching this as well, this is for you. There's no printed year codes on those two tapes because this is a public domain one. Or is it? Now I actually got this one on eBay. Back in 2025 on July. This one is very perfect, as in my opinion, by the way. The year code is the 11th week of 1987. I know you can't see it because it's very blurry. This is one of their favorite movies as well. Look in the community, fun fact, look in the community post that I posted on 2025. Printed on the 3rd week of 1996. This is a matinee video copy of it. My actual first time. Unfortunately, this is a CBS Fox video copy with the cut it CBS Fox video in it. And unfortunately, there are no print dates in this, or year codes as well. Hold up. This is another selections one, by the way. Printed on the 37th week of 1995. Printed on December 27th, 1993. This was printed after Christmas. 2 days after Christmas. And before New Year's. This one I actually showed in this short. A VHS reveal for that. Printed on August 5th, 1999. Unfortunately, it's 89. 1989. Danger Zone. Danger Zone. November 12th, 1996. And was printed on the 35th week of 1996 as well. This is why Danger Zone is completely collected. Then we also got Pretty Ribbon. print date is September 30th, 1990, before October started. Printed on the first day of August 1991. And year code is the 40th week of 1991. This is the mummy version of it. They are actually great comedies from the 50s, 30s, or 40s. And I haven't watched it. So I think I'm planning to watch it this soon. September 1st, 1993. I know you can't read that. The year code is the 36th week of 1993. Victor, Victoria. Exactly what they call them. And this is also Richard Anthony Hewson's 4th favorite films, by the way. Or maybe the 5th. Printed on October 12, 1990. Printed on October 12, 1990. Yeah, I know y'all can see it thanks to the imprinter. Thanks to the ink printer. This is the one I watched, and I'm planning to rewatch it soon. And that one is from a magnetic video release, by the way. there's actually no printer in this one. Now, I actually watched it twice. Back in the day. September 8th, 1983. And there's also no year code in this. And if there was, I actually watched it twice as well. Print date is March 23rd, 1997. Printed on the 7th week of 1992. This was printed on the 30th week of 1994. Now here's actually a sequel. This time the rating started to go down. This is a blockbuster tape. Printed on the 49th week of 1997. We're almost close to the end, by the way. I bet Richard Anthony Hewson is featured in this music. Printed on March 15th, 1989. And the year code is the 13th week of 1995. This is the first one. I haven't watched that one, by the way. Printed on March 10th, 1994, before St. Patrick's Day. This is the sequel. I also made an opening to it, so watch it on my channel if you want to. Printed on November 4th, 1991. Printed on April 8th, 2001. I watched this once, and it was very perfect in my opinion. Printed on March 27th, 1992. This is a Spanish tape one. This is a Spanish tape because it's subtitled in Spanish. Printed on the 23rd week of 1992. Printed on February 19th, 1988, I believe. Printed on November 9th, 1988, I believe. I know it's hard for me to focus. I know it's hard for me to see, by the way. Now here's Richard Anthony Hewson's favorite TV show. Printed on November 9th, 1999. These are all purple tapes, by the way. And they're also printed on the same date as well. And actually, there are 3 purple ones. Yep. All of them on November 9th, 1999. As we You know, I got this from Miss Greysock's class. And this was one of her favorites as well. So Miss Greysock, if you're watching this, this is yours. Printed on July 1st, 2000. 4 days before 4th of July, 2000. This is the Grumman's one, the first release one. And it has one with the 1984 Warner Brothers logo in it. The 1981 to 1984 one in it. Printed on September 3rd, 1985. And this is his 6th favorite one, which is Anthony Hewson's 6 favorites. There's actually no print date or year code in this one. Printed on December 5th, 1994. This is the one I used to watch when I was a little kid. Yeah, during my childhood times. Printed on the 21st week of 1993. There's actually no print date or year code in this one. And we're moving on to the last one for the day. I watched it 3 times, and it also has the moaning sound at the end. I also made a VHS opening closing of it. Watch it below. Watch it on my channel below. And this was also MCA Home Video's last usage, by the way. Printed on September 9th, 1989. And the year code is the 25 week of 1989 as well. Well, I think that's all for today. If you actually like the Wild Bands, comment down below, and comment down what favorite movies if you liked watching when you were a little kid. So, as for emotions, see you on the next time. See you in this time. Saya.